Good morning. The alarm's just gone off and we're here. Yes, it's 7:01. Don't ask for the weird timing, it just makes me feel better. We get up, we make the bed, the dog continues to lie on the bed. It's extremely frustrating, it's why I never ever made bed. We then brush the teeth, brush them for 2.5 minutes depending how I'm feeling. Spit out, get changed. Make drink, down the drink. That is an essential in the morning. After down the drink, it makes you feel 10 times better. And now we're here, outside and ready to go. Hello guys, so the dog's just waiting there for her food. In a couple of seconds we will let her go and have that food and then we're gonna have some breakfast, get the day started and yeah, get smashing it. Bonnie, free. Let's go. Right guys, so breakfast time. Really tasty meal. I'll break it down for you now so you can see what it consists of. Basically, I just throw a load of stuff together, try and make it as healthy as possible, but also taste nice at the same time, so I can actually stay consistent with it and eat it every day, which for me is the most important thing, because there's no point having a meal that tastes shit, that you don't really want to have, because ultimately you're probably not going to have it day in, day out. But yeah, I like this, tastes good, fuels me well, gets me going, ready to smash the day, so let's get going. What we're going to do now is take the dog out, and then we will get home, and we will get cracking with the day.
Every way I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for.
So today we've got a pretty busy day. Let me just get the Google Calendar up and see what we have. So we've got a dog training session this morning, straight into a bike ride, a strength/mobility session, and a technical swim, which is basically just very much drill based, just so I can get that efficiency right in the water and just swim, yeah, technically well versus just trying to push and not maximising my efficiency while doing so. So this week's swimming is actually pretty chilled out in terms of intensity, but with a lot of focus on how I'm actually moving through the water. Anyway, I'll do another video on that at some other point. Another cool thing that I wanted to mention is these bad boys right here. So this came through, and these are Carbohydrate Chews from Precision Hydration or Precision Fuel. Now, usually if you're sort of taking 30 grams of carb on, it's a big fat bar or a whole gel, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it can sort of take its toll once you've had 6, 7, 8 of them, especially if you're doing longer stuff. So these are super small. Like if you compare it to my hand, it's actually the size of a finger, and it's pretty much just like one slice of Turkish Delight. So I'm gonna try these out today as well and see what that's like. I mean, I probably wouldn't have these on all of my rides and runs usually, just because it's a bit like having sweets the whole time. It's not gonna be particularly great for your teeth, and it's not like optimally healthy for your body. But for racing, you're just pretty much looking for fuel. So you've got to try it a little bit in training. So I'll try that today, see what it's like, see if I like it, see if I don't, and then I'll let you guys know. Anyway, what we're going to do now is get into some strength and mobility stuff, get on the bike, and then, yeah, get cracking. So we're starting the stretching now. I spend probably 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour or so, mixing between static and dynamic stretches. I'll do a lot of stuff with the bands and a lot of foot and ankle stability work, just because that's where I've had niggles and sort of pains in the past. So it's something that I want to strengthen and make sure that I don't have problems with again. I probably spend 15 to 20 minutes with this band. I think it's really good. You get a really good workout out of it, and there's no need for anything else, no other weights, anything like that. So it's pretty simplistic. And again, these things cost a few quid. It's not particularly expensive. So it's a great way to supplement some strength work into training without having to have all this sort of extra gear that does cost a lot of money, or having access to a gym. So we'll spend, like I said, 45 minutes or so doing this. I'll take you through some of the key stretches and sort of dynamic movements that I'm doing, so you can have a look, and I'll put on the screen why I do it, the purpose of it, etc, etc, etc. The dog has now come and walked in front of the camera. Anyway, it's all cool. We'll get going with this, and then we'll be getting on the bike, and yeah, I'll take you along for that as well.
Don't wanna talk about the things I've done. I got nothing more to say. Stop trying so hard to in my face. You like to hang around different dudes every night, a new high. I bet that you were still my oxygen if you could.
So we're just on the bike now, and it's an hour and 5 minute workout, so it's not particularly long, with 4 by 8 minutes of tempo. What I try and do for the first 20 minutes when it's a warm up, I really try and work the aero drills where my head is right down and my eyes are looking forward, to mimic sort of riding on a road, but being really, really, really tucked down. Obviously, when you start upright like this, you're not particularly aero. And the idea of this bike is to be down here the full time. So to start with, I'll sort of ease my way into it, but I do want to sort of really be tucked in like this, head forward, and holding this for as long as possible. With the tempo efforts, I'm not that extreme, but I'll try and hold it like this, get that shoulder shrug, and get that head forward. So the head forward is probably one of the most important things, in my opinion, because when you're on the road, you've got to see where you're going. There's no good having your head down the whole time. You want it to be forward, looking in front of you, mimicking what you're basically doing on the road. So we'll get cracking with this session now. Like I said, it's only an hour and 5 minutes, so it's not long at all. And then yeah, we'll get on with the rest of the day. That precision hydration or precision nutrition, whatever you want to call it, Turkish Delight 30-gram carb thing, tasted really good, enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm feeling fueled and ready to go. See you in a bit.
To the side, come on, step away, you repay, you can call me out when you're gone, it's me.
So the ride is done now. It was pretty sweaty, was what it was. Tempo efforts weren't particularly hard, it wasn't particularly top end tempo, so just one of those rides you've got to really get done. I'm going to go for a shower now, get cleaned up, have some food, and then yeah, we'll get going for some dog training, baby! You're right guys, so we're here now at the dog training. I run it out of a church, country church / hall, whatever you want to call it. Makes it dead easy, especially over the winter time when it gets dark. So I've probably got 2 more weeks or so left working here, and then it'll all be outside. At the moment, it's about 80% outside, 20% indoors. All the evening stuff is still indoors, but like I said, in the next, hey Bon, you need to get out of the way of the camera. Within sort of the next 2 weeks, everything will be outside because it's nice and light and it's summertime, which makes it awesome and really good, and it makes time just, it's so much better because you can just work a lot later and do more things, and it just is more enjoyable, especially with doing dog training when a lot of it is outside, and Britain is notoriously wet, muddy and just shit weather, so it's not very good. However, summer is here, hopefully it'll be good, same as last year, and we can sort of keep smashing it. I'll show you guys around so you can see. If you have a look here, it's literally just a bit of a, you see, there's even an altar,
I may get the hint.